A few weeks ago, one of my friends came to me with something silly. He was convinced that his dog had a secret life. Apparently, every now and then, it would disappear for hours and come back home like nothing happened. While I knew that, the dog just didn't like being around him. I also knew what was going inside of his head. His imagination doesn't have any boundaries. But this pet tracker I built literally does. It's let me set up something called Geofence. But more on that later. We will cover everything from CAD design and 3D printing to firmware development, GPS geofencing, GSM communication and an e-paper display. So without further delay, let's get started. Before we jump into the build, let's quickly understand the technology that makes this whole project possible. Geofencing. A geofence is simply a virtual boundary created using GPS coordinates. You can see it, touch it, or accidentally trip over it. But a GPS enabled device always knows whether it's inside or outside that visible boundary. You will also find geofencing in smart homes, employee attendance systems, agriculture, wildlife tracking, security applications, and even those locations reminders on your smartphone that somehow always know where you are. In this project, I am using the exact same technology to create safe and restricted zones for my dog. So the moment he decides the outside world needs its immediate supervision, the caller lets me know before he gets too far. Now that we know how the system works, let's build it. For a project like this, we would normally need an ESP32, a GPS module, GSM module, charging circuit, antennas and a fair amount of wiring. Luckily, the GL868 GeoLinker board already integrates all of this into a single compact PCB. It combines the microcontroller, GPS, GSM connectivity, onboard antennas, battery management, and even includes a pre-configured Airtel M2M SIM for remote communication. That means I could spend less time wiring modules together and more time solving the actual challenge building a collar that a dog would actually be willing to wear. If you would like to learn more about the GeoLinker board itself, I have linked a dedicated video in the description below. For this project, we need only GeoLinker, e-paper display and a battery. The e-paper display and the battery is connected to the GeoLinker board as per the circuit diagram. With the electronics sorted, I thought the hard part was over. But I was totally wrong because now I somehow had to fit all the embedded system into something Pet could comfortably wear. So before opening Fusion 360, I measured every single component, the GeoLinker, battery and e-paper display. Once I had all dimensions, I started sketching enclosure ideas on paper. It's much easier to erase a bad idea with the pencil than after a 3-hour 3D print. After that, I recreated the design in Fusion 360. Carefully planning the placement of every component. The PCB needed proper mounting support, the GPS antenna required an unobstructed view for reliable satellite reception, the e-paper display had to remain visible. 5 hours later, the 3D printer politely informed me that I would forgotten one very important concept, tolerances. That's when I realized the difference between a CAD model and a real product is usually about 0.5 millimeter and several hours of printing. After a few redesigns and enough failed prints to start my own plastic recycling business, the enclosure finally came together exactly the way I wanted. With the hardware finally assembled, it was the time to give the collar a brain. The complete firmware is available on GitHub. Simply download the Arduino file and open it in Arduino IDE. Before uploading, update your SIM credentials, phone number and configure the GPS coordinates for your safe zones, whether that's your home, garden or anywhere else you want pet to stay within. It only took few prototypes and unreasonable amount of optimism. Alright, when I was planning this project, I added a Siberian Husky puppy to the BOM, but my boss thought it wasn't a required component. So this is Toby. He is fluffy, doesn't run away between takes, and has been exceptionally cooperative test engineer. Honestly, he is more reliable than some of my prototypes. Now, Toby is already wearing the smart collar. So let's see how the system behaves under normal conditions. By default, the e-paper display shows the pet name along with welcome message. I have already configured few virtual boundaries, a normal zones and restricted zone. Whenever Toby enters or leaves the normal zone, the caller automatically sends me a SMS containing the event, the timestamp and his current GPS coordinates. And if someone else wants to know where Toby is, they don't even need access to the CircuitDigest Cloud. I can simply message caller as location, and the caller immediately replies with its latest GPS coordinates. So I can send them and they can see that in the map. At the same time, the GeoLinker board continuously uploads Toby's GPS location to the CircuitDigest Cloud, allowing me to monitor his movements in real time through an interactive map. So whether you prefer a live dashboard or simple text message, both options are available. Everything looks perfectly normal. But the whole point of this project isn't to track well-behaved dogs. It's to find out what happens when curiosity wins. And there he goes. The moment Toby crosses the restricted boundary, the caller detects the geofence violation using GPS coordinates and immediately sends an SMS containing the alert, the timestamp and his current location. But what if I didn't notice the message? That's exactly why the system doesn't stop there. It immediately places a phone call as well, making sure I get notified even if my phone is buried in my pocket or face down on my desk. At the very same moment, the e-paper display switches into lost mode and replaces the welcome screen with the owner's emergency contact details. And this is probably my favorite feature of this entire project. Unlike an LCD or OLED display, a e-paper display doesn't need continuous power to keep an image visible. Once the contact information is written in the screen, it simply stays there. Even if I disconnect the battery completely, the display continuously shows my phone number. So if someone finds Toby before I do, they don't need to unlock an app, scan a QR code, create an account, or even power an device. They simply read the number and make a phone call. That's it. One honest note before you wind up. This collar is not meant to replace a commercial pet tracker. This is just a beginner-friendly step-by-step guide. But that's the beauty of an embedded system. You can keep improving it. For example, you could use the onboard accelerometer to detect if the collar has been removed, add health monitoring sensors to track your pet's activity, improve the GPS filtering, or even build a companion mobile app. The possibilities are endless. Don't forget to leave the like on this video, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section and make sure to subscribe CircuitDigest. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you guys.